Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to today's session. My name is Abigail D'Souza. As many of you may know, I'm a science outreach specialist here at JoVE. I'm really glad you all could join us in today. So, before we formally begin, I just want to let you know that the session is being recorded, and all those who have registered will receive a recording of the same. A couple of housekeeping items. At the bottom of your screen, you will see a chat box and you will see a Q&A box. So please use them simply to say hello and let us know where you're joining in from, or to simply drop in your questions that you may have. We'll be keeping some time even at the end to answer as many questions as we can. But during the session, please use these so we can get to talk to you. This session is supposed to be in many ways to be able to create a community and also for you to be able to network. One more thing, there is an option for those of you who do not speak English as the first language. You can get closed captions automatically generated as we speak. If you simply click on more at the bottom of your screen, click on captions and choose your preferred language. So, very warm welcome. Like I said, please use this chat box and this particular platform for you to be able to connect and communicate. I'll start by saying a very warm welcome to this session once again on how librarians level the playing field in undergraduate education using JoVE. I'll start by saying as I'm not a librarian, but over the past few years here at JoVE, especially when I was working in a different role as a part of the support team, I had the opportunity to work very closely with many of you. And yes, there's one thing that stood out to me. Librarians think differently about access, right? You don't just ask this question, do we have this resource? But what you do is you ask the question, who might benefit from this or who might be left out without it? And in undergraduate education, that's the question that really matters. Because students don't all begin at the same starting point, right? Some arrive confident and well prepared, but some are still figuring out how to, in fact, navigate college life, right? And that's where the idea of leveling the playing field comes in. So, when we talk about leveling the playing field, what does that really mean in practice? It's not about making every student the same, right? But it is about reducing the gaps in preparation, gaps in exposure, and gaps in confidence, perhaps. Because I would say, in many foundational courses or our undergraduate first year level courses, those differences show up very quickly. And leveling the playing field means thinking about how we support diverse learning needs and how we can create equal opportunity to understand, not just access content. And that's really the heart of today's conversation. If we look at undergraduate courses, especially our foundational ones, there are common challenges that we face, right? Large classes, students hesitant to ask questions, limited time for reinforcement, and from your perspective as a librarian, the pressure to invest in resources that demonstrate real value. So the natural question becomes, right? How do we meaningfully support learning at this scale? And to do that, we have with us today Sinan Eka, who is the library director at Escudar University, who will walk us through how librarians level the playing field in undergraduate education using JoVE. Sinan Eka is an informational professional with expertise in librarianship and information management and is competent in strategic management and academic publishing process. Eka completed his undergraduate education in 2012 at Attapur University, Department of Information Records Management, and is pursuing his graduate studies in the same field at Marmara University. He began his professional career in 2018 as an expert at the Library and Documentation Directorate of Escudar University. As a result of his visionary approach and operational successes, he was appointed director in 2021. He has in-depth expertise in electronic resource management, academic indexing standards, library quality metrics, and bibliometric data. In his role currently as a director, Ecker is responsible for the strategic management of the information university's information resources and oversees projects focused on digital standards of scientific communication, data management, and the modernization of library services. So, a very warm welcome, Sinan. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I will hand over the virtual stage over to you.
Hi Abigail and hi everyone. I just want to share my screen.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Oh, it is done.
Perfect.
Okay, here I start. I want to say hi to everyone. My name is Sinan and I'm the Library Director of Üsküdar University. First of all, I would like to express my appreciation and gratitude for your initiative in bringing this topic up. Because you might not know, but Turkey is one of the best examples of this situation, even though it has the first place ever the humanity known to be existed and civilized. I will go with some maps and historical information, then get into the main topic, but I promise I won't bother you. I'm also a fast speaker, so that will be, I think that will not cost too much. Yes, this is Europe, as you see. My country, you might see on the right down corner, is not just in Europe, it's in Asia in the same time. You also know the city, Istanbul. Should I point? Yes, this is Turkey, and this is the Europe side of Istanbul, and this one is the Anatolia side, Asia side of Istanbul. Istanbul, city of civilization. It's mostly called like that, like as the city of civilization, because hosting many different imperials for ages. But we love to say Istanbul, the city of the cats. You might know via Instagram or social media. It's not officially the capital of Turkey, but it's just the center of everything in Turkey. Every opportunities of life in Turkey just begins here. It's located around the Bosphorus. Right side is Asia, and the left side is here you see Europe. You see here Istanbul University is dated to 1453, I think. And you must know Galata Tower and Hagia Sophia. They are almost 1600 years old. And you see here obelisk of Theodosius. It's almost 3.5 thousand years old. There are some old ones, but you skip to Asia side, the Anatolia. You find the ancient age here. The beginning of civilization is really timeless here. For example, you can see the remains of Lydians, which found the money, and the Sumerians also they have found the Texas. And yes, also it's a pity we can say the capitalism is found in Mesopotamia. At the top, you see the you see the map of Anatolia, a small map of Anatolia. The sentence "Veni, vidi, vici," I came, I saw, and I conquered, is said by Julius Caesar here, the king of Roman Empire, in Tokat Zile. Some people don't know that. I don't agree, but some say all roads lead to Rome is said for the roads which starts with Anatolia. In the right chart, you see the ancient civilizations and where they are located. And at the bottom of the screen, you see the gorgeous remains of the ancient world, of the old world of Turkey. But this one is Göbekli Tepe. According to the funds of ancient ages, this place is accepted to be the zero point of humanity. It is more than 11,600 years old. In the light of all these remains about Anatolia, about Mesopotamia, in the light of all these remains and knowledge, we might say yes, the Anatolia must be the most improved, developed, or sophisticated place in the world for this century, in this century. But you see how it is now, a crowded and unurbanized city. That's not only for Şanlıurfa or any another Anatolia city. Unfortunately, most of them has the same problem. And with all these crowded places and unurbanized places, how about the education? If you are an Anatolian and if your high school manager is not that visionary, you will unfortunately deprived of some opportunities which the big city residents have, such as Istanbul. This is a love from somewhere in Anatolia, and this one is a love from somewhere in Istanbul. We don't know the exact names of schools and the laboratories or the cities or the countries, but this is a common and general situation from all over the world, just like in Turkey. Capitals has more of everything. In this case, as librarians, as the source providers, we had to change the things for the students which had never been in a laboratory before, which had never had the same opportunities that the others always had. We had to have something in the library to be able to level that playing field. We had to be the opportunity creators beside being a library. That's a challenge for us, and that's an aim for us. So here we meet the Journal of Visualized Experiments. The meetings have started with the Dean of Engineering Faculty and the library side and the JoVE team. At first, we started with two packages. They were neuroscience. Neuroscience was in the research side for academics, and biology education side for students. You might have Joe, but I don't know if you remember this one because it was more than 8 years. I think it was just in a flyer. I found that. So, as I said, at the same time, we started trials such as medicine, bioengineering, behavior, and bioengineering sections. It was 2019, and I was not the director that time. I was just a curious librarian, just for a more couple of months. All the stats and information after the regulations are done, all the stats and informations, courses, playlists, quiz options are explained to management desk of faculties. Here in the picture, which is taken by me, by the way, you see the Dean of Medicine Faculty, Mr. Haydar Sur, and Vice Dean of Medicine Faculty, Vice Rector, Mr. Hikmet Koçak, and this Mr. Is the Curriculum Specialist of JoVE. After all the meetings, sorry, after all the meetings, after gathering all the information together or scaling the statistics, getting feedbacks from both students and academics, we decided to dive into more. We have announced a 6 month unlimited trials of JoVE as pre-subscription. But uh, I'm sorry, you will remember these dates because it's the meeting the crisis time. You know, the pandemic. Then it was already March and we met the crisis, the pandemic. I don't know how it was handled in your country, but remember at first in Turkey, in here, classes are closed, institutes and libraries are shut down, and we all kept in our houses. So students went through the sources where they watch and learn as if they are in classes. In this need, the move to Zoom and the other learning management systems were really, really fast. Here I have a question for you. Before looking at YouTube to learn something, aren't we providing a comprehensive but academic review of what's on YouTube? So, God bless Proxy. By upgrading the off-campus services, we save the students from YouTube or other platforms which are not reviewed. This is the important one because I know YouTube is very useful for students for now, for those times, but they are not controlled, they are not reviewed. So we move the students to JoVE for visual courses. It was already more logical to use this electronic sources instead of carrying a 4 kilogram book or getting lost in somewhere between 900 pages. We also introduced students Joe's electronic books like these, which are already visualized. It was really life-saving for the students. And when the time is getting back to faculties, we already created the system for students, which is aimed to help them know what to do with all the laboratory stuffs. Academics lead them to playlists. They studied at home. Here I have another question for you. In your opinion, what's the student's biggest fear in a lab classes? Breaking the equipment or having their classmates realize they don't know what to do? Here we dive into the job. When the students are after being led to the playlist, after they study at home, now they get used to the laboratories at their houses. So here it is how visible the hidden curriculum from a library to a laboratory. As they studied, they are reported to has known more about the lab classes. We have talked all the academics, all the academicians. We have given the statistic reports to all the academicians. Then we are reported about the students' situations. And the newest students of every classes had to watch the playlists which the institutes and faculties have created for them. Uh, at one side, we have created some classes, and at the other hand, the academicians created some playlists for the students. They had to take the quizzes. They had to watch the playlist, then they had to take the quizzes because the results are also given as exam results. Then the stats are reviewed and commented by the academic side, and the weakest topics are studied again and again by the academicians and the students. So the system to level the levels is worked this way by the high interest and hardworking of our academicians. On the other hand, as librarians, we used all the tools to be able to reach all the students. We have mailed all the newsletters and edit collections. We have planned webinars and live sessions at the university. We have integrated JoVE to our advanced learning management system. After the pandemic, we did it and published courses and quizzes from this LMS system. We have given the most advanced statistical reports to the deans and responsible academics. So they used all these results. So they took action according to all these results. On the other side, we have the gamification and, of course, cool rewards. The gamification, the education sections was just another level. Beside the faculties, we have created general playlists and quizzes for students as library. The winners are gifted. Also, this was a nice activity to get more attention from the students. By integrating the JoVE to our education system, on the other hand, we had to integrate into JoVE also. We also in Turkey, there are about 60 articles which are published in JoVE, and one of them is belong to Professor Dr. Ayla Arslan. Right after the acceptance of the article, JoVE team has contacted the professor for the recordings, and all the video producers are handled in and broadcasted in our own laboratories. Uh, it's and here we of course have the recommendations. I Some of them are in English, some of them are in Turkish, but I have translated them to English for you. I just want to read some of them. This is from Burcu Türkgenç, an academician from Üsküdar University. She says, having access to JoVE would make it easier for students and teachers to connect theory with real practice and improve the overall learning experience at our university. And here another one. She says, I can say that it's among my favorite database because of its content, which includes many scientific experiments, articles, and educational materials in video format. That's also why we choose JoVE to integrate our academic system. And this one, I think it's a little old because she says during the pandemic, it will both contribute to our academic work and be usable as teaching material. I hope it was. Here we have two recommendations which are in Turkish, and as I said, I translated them below. She says, we had done similar applications at school, but watching it again yesterday and rereading the protocol made it very useful. It was already the aim to be able to use JoVE in its own way. And the other one says, JoVE is a platform I recently discovered and find very useful. I currently work in a neurochemistry lab on brain machine interfaces and biocompatible materials that can be used in this context. Reading articles is great, yes. We agree it's great, but sometimes scientific language can hinder a clear understanding of the application. This is really, really very true. I will use the JoVE platform to help me apply the procedures and methods described in the articles in my own laboratory, avoiding repeated, incorrect, or different applications that waste time. That is also why we chose JoVE. This way, I can conduct more efficient research. Yes, I think they are true because it was the aim to subscribe to JoVE. We already all the students also we had about 10 or more recommendations. They were also in the same level. So it was the aim to be able to level the leveling, and it was the aim to help all the students in the same way. So I think these recommendations is showing that we succeed. We aim to level the playing field. We aim to give students a source that will keep them in the race, even though it's not a race for us. So, what do you think, guys? Did we manage it? I hope we
It.
did. That's all. Thank you for your time and your interest. Here are some information about my mail address and LinkedIn profile. You may contact me of any time you want.
Well, thank you so much, Sanan, for that, for sharing this journey of with Jove today with us. I'm sure it was really insightful for the rest of our audience also here to hear about it, especially the recommendations that you shared, even the way that how you have actually leveled the playing field for all your students, and how you have supported them with these playlist requests and everything as well. So thank you so much for sharing your insight.
You are welcome. Now I noticed I always used the past tense, but we are still doing these. We are still having this section for students, and we are on still subscribe.
Yes, great, great to hear that. So thank you. And I'm sure that I think this will also help others make decisions and understand how you have gone along and probably implement the same thing at their universities as well.
I
But
hope.
this is really great work that you have done at Üsküdar University, and working with the JoVE team, I think you've reached really great heights. So thank you so much. If anyone
You're welcome.
has any questions, you can simply put it in the chat box or the Q&A box, and we will definitely take it in a bit maybe. You can put in your questions, and then I'll let Sinan take a little breather and then answer it, while I'll do a little bit of talking, just walking you through the JoVE platform and what
Mhm.
JoVE is. But please feel free to put in your questions in the chat box and the Q&A box. All right. So while I wait for those questions to come in, bear with me with a little bit of a JoVE insight. So, yes, what is JoVE, right? I know Sinan has given you an entire walkthrough through what JoVE is, what are the types of features, but I'll just give you a quick snippet. JoVE is a video platform, like he mentioned, for research and education. It improves teaching outcomes by preparing students for the class as well. So, boosting their confidence, keeping them engaged. So, JoVE, as you know, offers high quality 1 minute animated videos, which are in fact created by PhD level experts. And like Sinan mentioned, all of these can be integrated into your learning management systems. He also touched upon how quizzes are there, which can help to reinforce learning. And in fact, JoVE is used in over 1,500 universities and colleges today, helping students arrive prepared, motivated, while also freeing class time for a deeper learning and higher level discussions with faculty. All right, so this is the JoVE platform. I will simply share this link into the chat box. Um, like you see, JoVE has the research aspect as well as the education. I will let you navigate through the research aspect at leisure, but given that today is on undergraduate level teaching, let me just dive into the education bit. So this is the JoVE education. So videos for your day-to-day teaching, for your undergraduate level teaching, for your courses that you cater to and help your faculty and students at your university. We have different kinds of subject areas, ranging from biology, chemistry, clinical, engineering, environmental sciences, mathematics, pharmacology, physics, psychology, and statistics. In addition, we also have videos in business studies that we are having moving into as well. So there are different kinds of videos, right? Let me just walk you through one of these collections. For example, biology. Within biology, you have different kinds of videos catering to different levels of students as well. JoVE core videos ideally are these short animated videos which cater to the needs of undergraduate level teaching. Within each video, there are several chapters. Within each topic, there are several chapters that you would see. Within each chapter, you have another list of subtopics, short animated videos, 90-second long videos as well. Just to give you a snippet of one of these collections. All these videos are created by PhD level experts.
Also, they
You
have
have,
subtitles.
yes, they
When
do have,
amino
like
acids
Sinan
emerge
mentioned,
from the
uh,
ribosome during
they do have the speed regulation feature as well as closed captions and audio available in different languages as well. So you can choose your preferred language and read as well as watch the video in your preferred language. A little bit of the transcript. Also, having the Ask Joe feature, which is an integrated AI where you can put in your questions, you will have related text as well as a related video associated that it will showcase, as well as some of the other suggested material as well. So, all education videos have the option of quizzes, like Sinan mentioned. They come with inbuilt quizzes, which you can edit. You can add your own questions and simply add it all of this into your LMS. So that's a gist of the core videos that I would say. But in addition, we have science education videos, which are basically real time lab experiments. So you can actually watch the protocol over here, following which also you can answer quizzes and grade yourself and test yourself too. There is also another collection which has a lab manual, which has instructor preparation based videos. It has concept based videos as well as student protocol videos. I will let you browse through all of this at leisure, but this is just to give you a quick snippet onto the different levels and different kinds of videos that are available for different subject areas as well. So these are the different subject areas. Like you can also go through the JoVE core, science education, and lab manual. I'll just go into the JoVE core just to touch upon one bit. Is every other month there are new collections that are released, and if you notice that we have the JoVE core calculus that has been released recently, it says limited time access. If you would like to access a complimentary access to our new collections, I have shared a link in the chat box, so please feel free to fill in that form, and our team will get in touch with you to be able to give you some form of a complimentary access to our new collections. So every other month, we have different collections that are released. So please fill the form in, and our team will get in touch with you shortly and take the conversation forward. Uh, in addition to that, like I said, you have JoVE quizzes, JoVE My Class. So, like your Canvas, like your what do you say, Google Classroom, your Moodle, JoVE has its own My Class, a learning management system where you can integrate JoVE videos into, you can integrate JoVE quizzes and also your own documents, which you can simply share with your students as well. So, if you do not have your own learning management system, this is another way to go about it. In addition, Sinan mentioned about JoVE playlists, right? So here there are some playlists that are already created by our subject matter expert team, catering to different subject areas. Basically, these playlists are simply like your Spotify or your YouTube playlist, wherein, based on a particular topic, videos are procured from this 25,000 plus videos that we have and simply put together based on topics that you need. Let me just show you one of them. So you have JoVE collections, you have basic courses covered, advanced courses covered, even playlists for exam prep. But in addition, we have textbooks also, like Sanan mentioned. If we go into biology, basically, these are textbooks you probably already have in your library. What is done is our team of subject matter experts has aligned JoVE videos to the various chapters in these textbooks. So you have, this is the textbook, for example, you have various chapters, and our team has taken the entire JoVE platform and aligned all videos that are related to that particular chapter. So if you just go into one of these, you will see videos from across the JoVE platform. So easing the need for you to even having to search for videos, you have them all over here. So if you're using one of these as a reference in your library, you also have videos accompanying them. So this is just a quick sneak peek into the JoVE website, but please feel free to look into them and I will take questions. I do see a couple of questions in. Let me just take them in. Yes, so there's a question from Peter Sinan. He would like to know, how do you engage your students?
How do we engage our students? Yeah.
Students, yes.
And it's not that easy. It's not that easy to keep them always interested. Um, that gamification style was really helpful. And we created quizzes, and then we announced the gifts with these quizzes. And gifting the students, gifting the uh, succeed, and it was a good way to engage the students.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We have
You're
one
welcome.
more. Is Yes. Can you share an example of where the support team, how you have you liaised between the JoVE support team and your library or your faculty, like how you have bridged that gap?
Yeah. And to be able to talk about this breach, we have too much connection. One side is the library, the other side is the academicians, and of course the students. This is the university, the institute part. And on the other hand, we have Joe as a team. Uh, Beside the sales team, we have a circulation specialist. That one helps the academics create their uh, own videos or quizzes or syllabuses, everything. And of course, I can show, but those are males. So it's better if he contact me. I will give the best examples for him. Okay, but it's a good team. One side is the university side, and the other side is Joe side, and there is no one person that we always talk. We talk everyone.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you, Sinan. Yeah, as if anyone has
You're
any more
welcome.
questions, please feel free to drop them in. And Sinan, if you can also just put in your email address in the chat box, so if it's someone wants to like to get in
Of
touch with you,
course.
they can simply do that.
Here I brought my mail address sinan.eker.uskudar.edu.tr.
Okay, we do have one more question from. Okay, I'm just gonna post this in to everyone. Yes, perfect. We do have one more from Peter. I see from
Mhm.
the app that you have to subscribe. How do you go about this, and does the students need to subscribe? Okay, maybe I'll take this one. Peter,
Okay,
I have shared a link in the chat box. I'm going to reshare it. We can have our team get in touch with you with regards to subscription details. And yes, students don't need to subscribe it, but it's depends on. So I'll have our team get in touch with you, but once a library subscribes, then the students have access to it. But yes, if you can simply fill this form in, we will definitely get in touch with you, Peter.
and Peter, if you're a student, please ask through your library managers and if they have Joe or not.
Yes, indeed. Perfect. All right. While we simply wait also for if anyone has more questions, that would be great. I will just share my screen once again. Yes. So as we wrap up, like I said, if you have any questions, you can simply drop in. We are still here to take in any more questions that you may have. But any questions related to subscription or anything, simply please feel free to fill that form that I have shared in. Our team will definitely get in touch with you shortly. But as we wrap up, I'd like to thank Sinan for sharing your journey, the insights today. And it was really insightful and helpful. I'm sure many of us have learned so much about how your journey with JoVE, and also what JoVE is about, right? So thank you so much. But
You're
I
welcome.
thank everyone else also for joining us today and for the work you do every day to support academic communities.
You're welcome anytime.
Perfect. Perfect. Like as we wrap up, I would like to say it's going to be a great year ahead. We also have some exciting conversations like today planned throughout the year. So keep an eye on our LinkedIn as well as our X handle for any updates. Especially our next session would be on the pulse of AI in academic libraries as well. Just a quick note, if you'd like a certificate of attendance, please send me an email. I'm dropping in my email address. It's also on the screen, but if you'd like a certificate of attendance, please feel free to simply drop me an email saying that you would like a certificate, and you will receive it in uh, probably 1 or 2 days' time. But yeah, but once again, I'd like to thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them. Thank you. It's lovely to hear. Oh, the thanks, Sinan. There are a lot of thank yous, and everyone has
Thank you
loved the
so much, sir.
presentation. So, really, I'm sure you will receive a couple of questions probably offline as well.
Okay, I'll be waiting. Thank you so much.
If there are no questions, yeah, I think I can give you another 15 minutes to your day. Can enjoy the rest of the day and rest of the evening, and keep a lookout on our social media handles for the next sessions as well. But thank you again, Sinan, and thank you everyone for joining. Take care and
You're
have a
welcome.
lovely day ahead. Bye bye.
See you.
See you.